Hello, Kentucky, with Travis entering the transfer portal. An imminent signing could happen, and there are still some guys to keep an eye on. Who can we bet on now? There's one name, Jaiden Glover. He belongs to St. John's. Could he land in Kentucky? Let's evaluate this player's option. Travis Perry's official entry into the transfer portal opens up a strategic spot in the Wildcats' rotation, and everyone's eyes are on who could fill that gap. Among the names that emerge as possible targets, one in particular gains relevance: Jaiden Glover, a young talent from St. John's who seems to be on the radar of Mark Pope and his coaching staff. The connection between Rick Pitino, now back in charge of Louisville, and Mark Pope, current Wildcats commander, is an intriguing factor in this story. Although their careers have followed different paths over the years, there is a familiarity that transcends rivalries and creates unexpected bridges. This proximity, combined with the prestige of the Kentucky program, could be decisive in attracting Glover to Lexington. After all, we are talking about a player who, even in a limited role in his rookie season at St. John's, showed clear signs of potential. Jaiden Glover is still trying to find his place in the competitive world of college basketball. Last season, he recorded modest averages of 2.2 points per game, shooting 34.7% from the field and 33.3% on three-point attempts, numbers that, although they may not be eye-catching at first glance, carry important nuances. In just 6.4 minutes per game, Glover showed flashes of versatility and efficiency, suggesting that, with more time on the court and inserted into a system that values his skills, he can improve. Mark Pope's recruiting model has been guided by a careful and strategic approach, seeking not only big names but also pieces that fit perfectly into the tactical puzzle he wants to put together. Glover, with his ability to space the floor and contribute both on the perimeter and in quick transitions, seems like the type of player Pope would love to mold. Additionally, Glover's experience in a competitive environment like the Big East, even if brief, is an asset that cannot be underestimated. Travis Perry's departure, while a significant loss, also opens the door for renewal and reinvention. Kentucky basketball has always been synonymous with adaptation and constant evolution, and Glover's potential arrival would be another chapter in that narrative. He brings with him not only raw talent, but also the mindset of someone who still has a lot to prove, a dangerous combination when placed under the right guidance. Early career players like Glover often see programs of this caliber as a unique opportunity for growth and visibility. The structure offered by Kentucky, combined with the visionary leadership of Mark Pope, could make all the difference. As the talks continue and speculation grows, it is impossible to ignore the impact that the connection between Pitino and Pope could have on this process. In college basketball, personal and professional relationships often dictate the pace of negotiations, and this would be no different. If Glover decides to take Kentucky seriously, as suggested by the report, it could be the harbinger of a promising new chapter for the Wildcats. We will be waiting for more news. He's a big winner. Let's get to know more about Denzel Aberdine. Aberdine, or simply Zell, as he is affectionately known, brings with him an impressive background. The Orlando native is described by Pope as a winner in every sense of the word, a phrase that resonates with weight in a program that has produced legends. And for good reason. With an 83-game career at Florida, where he accumulated averages of 5.1 points, 1.2 rebounds, and 1.0 assists per game, Aberdine demonstrated not only versatility, but also a rare ability to step up in decisive moments. In his 2024-25 season, he elevated his game, recording 7.7 points, 1.7 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game, while shooting 41.8% from the field and 35% from three. Those numbers, while solid, only begin to tell the story of a player who seems destined to shine at Rupp Arena. What makes Aberdeen such an exciting addition to the Wildcats is his ability to deliver on the biggest stage. During Florida's NCAA tournament run, he was a key player, averaging 6 points and 1.8 rebounds in 18.2 minutes per game, making 50% of his shots and 40% of his three-point attempts. In a memorable comeback against Maryland, Zell contributed 12 points, including 2 long-range baskets that set the game on fire. That kind of clutch performance, coupled with his efficiency, as evidenced by his 3.3 assist-to-turnover ratio in games as a starter, is exactly what Mark Pope is looking for to build a team that not only competes, but dominates. Aberdeen's career is marked by moments of overcoming obstacles. In his first start against Vanderbilt, he played 35 minutes without a single turnover, scoring 13 points with the aplomb of a veteran. Against then number 1 Auburn, he scored 10 points to seal a prestigious win. And in games against Mississippi State and South Carolina, he peaked at 20 and 22 points, respectively, showing that he's not afraid to step up when needed. Even as a sophomore, when he was still a regular in the Gators' rotation, he made his mark with a 20-point performance against Texas A&M in the SEC tournament semifinals, hitting 4 of 5 threes to help erase an 18-point deficit. Those flashes of brilliance, combined with his relentless work ethic, make Aberdeen a perfect fit for the culture Pope is cultivating at Kentucky. In addition to his on-court credentials, Aberdeen's off-court history adds a layer of depth to his arrival. Coming out of Dr. Phillips High School in Orlando, he was already a household name in Florida before he even stepped foot on a college court. A 2-time All-State selection, he led his school to a state championship in 2021 with a 27-point performance, displaying the winning instincts Pope values early on. His averages of 14.4 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 3.1 assists as a high school senior show a well-rounded player who can score, create plays, and defend with intensity. Traits that Pope says include incredible range on defense. Aberdeen's arrival also signals Mark Pope's ability to attract talent that combines experience and potential. In a sport where the window for immediate impact is shrinking, having a player who has already faced the pressures of a national tournament and emerged victorious is a luxury. More than that, Kentucky's choice of Aberdeen reflects Pope's confidence in the project, which Pope has worked to blend promising youngsters with seasoned athletes since taking over, creating a roster that can both learn and teach. For Wildcats fans who live and breathe every moment of Kentucky basketball, the signing of Denzel Aberdeen is more than news. It's promise. Can we see what this guy can do on the court? We'll have to wait and see. But you can comment.